So create draft chine. So today we're going to be learning how to draft a basic bodice block, a full scale block actually. So first thing that you need to learn how to do is to know the size of pattern paper to work with. Use your largest measurement, which is going to be your hip circumference divided by 2 plus 2. And also further divide the block into 2 equal halves like you're seeing me do right here to get your center back and your center front. Next thing, you'll start marking out your vertical measurement, your shoulder to nipple points, your shoulder to under bust, your shoulder to front waist length, because that's the pattern we're going to be working with. We're going to be having a longer front waist length and a short back waist length. So always remember to label your patterns. Always remember to label your patterns as you're drafting. Same thing that you've done for the front, do the same thing for the back. You mark out your back waist length and you rule it out like so. Then mark out the difference between the back and the front waist length. So my front is 16 and the back is 14, so the difference is 2. Just mark it out from the back. Mark out your neck width of 3 inches and your neck depth of 3 inches also. I'll take my ruler and I'll just square it out. I'll take the curve ruler later to mark out the type of neckline I want, whether round or whatsoever neckline. This basic body, so round. Next thing is mark out your shoulder measurements. That's your shoulder measurement divided by 2. Also mark out your shoulder slope of 1.5 for the front and connect to your neck width just like so. Whatever you've done for the front, do the same thing for the back. Mark out your neck width of 3 inches, which is same as the front, and your neck depth of 1 inch. Mark out your shoulder measurement divided by 2, your shoulder slope of 1 inch, and shoulder slope of 1 inch, and connect also same thing that you've done for the front. Next thing that we're going to do right now is to get our chest line. So to get your chest line, use your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 and you mark it out just like as I did, and I marked mine out from the shoulder slope of the back. Extend to the front also and also connect like so. So next thing, you're going to get your tape rule and you go up from your chest line for the front by 3 inches and go inside towards the center front by half an inch, that's 0.5. Take your straight ruler from the shoulder slope, connect to the 0.5. Also for the back, get the midpoint of the chest line like so. Get the midpoint of the chest line and go in towards the center back by 0.5, that's half an inch. Take your straight ruler first, connect like so as you're seeing me do. Then you take your armhole curve. So I'm going to, before that, you mark out your bust circumference divided by 4. Then you take your armhole curve and you curve out your armhole, that is, connect your armhole. Same thing also you've done for the front, do the same for the back again. Mark out your bust circumference divided by 4. Mark it out, take your armhole curve and also curve out your armhole perfectly well like so. So we're going to be going for that. So okay, now I'm connecting the round neckline, which is basic because we're drafting a basic bodice block. So on the waistline, you mark out your waist circumference divided by 4 plus 1.5 for dart intake, though the dart intake may varies according to body size. On the blouse length, mark out your hip circumference divided by 4. Then you connect all the lines together just like the way I'm doing right now. Also, next thing that you need to do, whatever you've done for the front, do the same for the back. On the waistline, so first, before marking your waistline, you do your back tightening or your zipper tightening. I'm using 1 inch for my back tightening. I'll connect to my neck and connect, and also connect to the blouse length also. So next thing is to mark out my waist circumference divided by 4 on my waistline and my hip circumference divided by 4 on the blouse length. So before I connect, I'll add the 1.5 for the dart intake like I did in front, and I'll connect my lines. So this is a basic bodice block without a dart, but we added a dart intake, so we're going to be marking out our darts now. So first thing first, from my bust point line, I'll come down by 1 inch and I'll start marking out my bust span, which is my nipple to nipple divided by 2. I'll mark it down all the way to the hem of the blouse or to the blouse length, and I'll connect it with a straight ruler like so. So on the waistline, initially you added 1.5 dart intake, so divided by 2 is 0.75. You take your ruler and you connect it to the apex, which is the point where you came down by 1 inch, and connect like so. So same thing that you've done for the front, you go over to the back. So you can also decide to go from blouse length by 1.5. I'll mark out my bust span measurements divided by 2, and from the chest line you can decide to come down by 1 inch or just connect it straight up like that. But for me, I think I came down by 1 inch. Then your dart intake of 0.75 on both sides altogether gives you 1.5, and you connect your dart. So I believe with this, drafting a simple basic bodice block, the full scale, it's super easy. If you have any questions, you can actually ask if you wish to. So the next thing I did there was just doing the neckline tightening, meaning I came down from the neck width there by 0.5 and I connected to the shoulder slope. Thank you for watching. Bye. Please like, share and subscribe. Until next time.